Johnny, Kyle, Rob, and myself. Today in this special one-off documentary, I'm finding out what drives everybody else to get up and come to Newcastle, to record videos, to do radio shows, to put posts out on Facebook, to help run the website, including myself. Let's find out. The lads at Newcastle Fans TV have been counting down the numbers, wanting to hit that 20k mark as quickly as possible. I wanted to know how proud they were, and I was also intrigued during this documentary to see if they had similar answers of the same mindset to what I had.
I'm really proud. It was my first goal really when we did the Q&A just before Christmas last year, was to get to 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I did think it would take us probably till November, December time to get that, but we've done it with about 3.5 months to spare. I think it just shows how much the channel's improved over the last 12 to 18 months. It's been an absolutely brilliant journey for the channel, and that's obviously been the same with the fact that we've managed to get over 50,000 across all our platforms. So you can only look at it as a massive, massive positive for the channel, and no other channel's done that.
I mean, it's a great thing that we've hit 20, and we've just, as we record this today, hit 16,000 on the Facebook page as well. And I joined the channel around 2.5 years ago, and we're, I think, just over a tenth of that. So to hit that and hit 50,000 on all platforms and 20 on the YouTube channel as well, it's all fantastic. But always on to the next one, mate, which is 25,000 subscribers.
Very proud. I think our hard work has certainly been merited, and it's onwards and upwards for us really. We've worked really hard to get up to this landmark, and onwards and upwards. I think it goes to show that everything that we have been doing, we've been doing it the right way, and in a way that engages our audience, which is hence the big numbers.
Buzzing about it. There was a little lad petrified to come on camera once, all on his own. That was me. And look where it's gone on, it's expanded, and everyone loves part of what they're doing. Look, we have little achievements, little thousands here, little thousands there. We've hit this amount of views, and I think it's a great achievement and very immensely proud of it, and hopefully continue to get some more.
Everyone delighted that they hit this 20,000 mark, but I wanted to know from the rest of the lads, do they really feel that this channel leads the way in terms of Newcastle United content?
We've got some fantastic YouTube channels, fantastic channels that cover Newcastle United, but I don't think anybody competes with us in terms of daily interaction with all the Newcastle fans. But as everyone's mentioned before, we just speak for 9 people in our group, so we just put our opinions across, and it's just nice that some people agree with what you say. Sometimes you don't, and you have that debate, but I feel like we definitely are leading the way for the start of this season anyway, because of doing so well across a lot of platforms.
Of course we're leading the way. I mean, I'm going to say that, I'm very biased, but there's many other good Newcastle YouTube channels. You know which ones these are, which ones aren't, but we all do different things, and I personally think we lead the way. I think we've got the most content, I think we've got the best content, best quality, most effort goes in. Yes, I would say that. There are more than one Newcastle United YouTubers, but the numbers speak for themselves. We are leading the way. We've been asked onto BT Sports several times. We've been asked onto Sky Sports, major broadcasters here that we're talking about that have approached us as a brand, as a company, collectively. So yeah, I think we are definitely leading the way. The content that we provide, you don't really sort of see that anywhere else.
I believe so, and I mean, I would say that obviously some people might say I'm the front of the channel, but we work hard. I think a lot of people appreciate the quality of the video, and we've got a website which we pay for, a Facebook page, an Instagram page which is booming. Twitter's now steady to get on the rise. People tend to copy the videos as well, and I think that's a compliment, like the style of the videos, name titles, having tags as well with us in them as well. So I think that's a real compliment, and I think we are leading the way, and we strive to continue and be the best.
Everybody, including myself, seems very confident that we are leading the way. But I also wanted to know, has anybody learned anything since being part of this channel?
I feel like my presenting skills, when I look back, they were a bit dodgy to start with. But when probably the last 6 months, I feel like I know where I've gone wrong. I think even the radio show's helped with that, because it's a different type of presenting, and it's a big challenge. So I thoroughly enjoy the radio show, I thoroughly enjoy presenting videos, and yeah, that's probably the biggest learning curve. Obviously, it's been tough how to edit, but I think the Tottenham game, I felt like I learned quite a lot. Kyle helped me a little bit through the Leicester game as well, so yeah, it's getting there, but the little things that I'm learning, or little things that I'm picking up, hopefully can continue in the next future games as well.
It's a good question that what have I learned about myself? I'd say I have more confidence. I can edit a little bit. Yeah, I'd say I've got a lot more confidence in myself. Beforehand, I didn't go in front of a camera at all. I didn't have much confidence. So, yeah, I've learned confidence, I suppose.
Lots. That is a lot. I think first and foremost would be getting comfortable in front of camera. I've certainly increased my confidence in front of that. Because before coming onto the channel a good number of years ago, I'd never been on YouTube before, did very little in front of a camera, and hey ho, my confidence has grown massively. Editing, that's another one, and what I really like about it is everyone in the channel has always been sort of nudging me sort of towards the next step up, if you like. Editing was a big step up. Still learning on that, and still sort of trying to improve my tech so I can make an effective next level step. But yeah, it's never forceful either. That's the best thing about it. It's always encouraging little nudges going in the right direction, and that's been really good. It's been enabling me to enjoy the next level when I've been ready as well.
Yeah, I used to be very, very worried what people used to say about me when I was first starting. Now I don't care. I think it's because I've grown. I wouldn't say I'm like bulletproof is what you might say, but I think now with people who say, oh, Lee Lola is a such and such, I just don't care anymore. I used to be like really, really worried. And I think that comes with self-confidence. I don't care what other people's thinking. Hey, fan channels isn't for everybody, but if you love it, great. If you don't, I don't care.
The word confidence was used quite a bit there. All four of us could relate to that. But moving on to the next question that I want to ask everybody else is, why do people keep subscribing? Why do people keep watching?
I think because we do have something every day. We have a video on YouTube every day, pretty much. We've got a variety of content, and I think the fact that we're the only channel that has a radio show as well is something different. Not any other. I'm not to say Newcastle channel, but other channels. There's not many of them have radio shows, so it just shows that we can be trusted. And we've managed to get Chris Waffen recently. We've had big names on the channel for interviews, and we have some names lined up in the future. So it's just going to get bigger and better, and hopefully, this time next year I'm talking about how we've hit 25k on YouTube. So that would be fantastic. But let's just continue with the good work that we're doing.
I don't quite know. I don't know why the support were. Probably because down to the quality that we provide, the daily upload. It's a bit like going to a game on a Saturday. We've got a routine daily of loads of stuff, whether that be a radio show, one of the few fan channels to have a radio show. Just constant quality, continue to drive the barrier that is Newcastle Fans TV.
I think people, as a YouTube channel, people support us because, we love what we do, and that certainly resonates as part of the work that we do for the channel. And also, we're not actors. We don't go in front of a camera and try and search for fame or look for clicks. No, we're not like that. We are genuine people with genuine opinions, genuine interests and love for the club. None of us sort of act to try and get the numbers up.
Two things. I think it's because of the quality and the honesty. The quality side of things is, as you know, I'm quite driven, and I drive the rest of the team to make sure that this video that we put out is a high end. And if it's not, I get a little bit upset and it has to be redone. And that's because I want the best. I want the best content. I want people to watch our video and go, that's pretty good, that, or I want people to look at it and think, how did you do that? How did you do that? And also the honesty. I think people like how we're brutally honest as a channel. For example, I mentioned the boycott recently with Arsenal. We said that we were going to get games, but at least we were honest and we fronted it. And we got a lot of stick for it, we got a lot of praise for it. And then we went with let's boycott Arsenal. But we told everybody that what we do. We don't go around the blocks. We don't say this and that. And then, yes, you might have other people who go against the word, start going to games, but not us. You get the truth from us.
Consistency, people are driven, and quality. That's the three things that we always aspire to. When we put a video out, we want that video to be quality. Moving on to the next section, I wanted to find out from everybody else, as being part of the gang, what's your most proudest moment so far?
Hitting 20k. It has to be, because that was our goal. That was my little thing out. I said, we're going to hit 20,000 subscribers this year, and I think a lot of people think, that's going to be quite tough, it's going to be close. I don't know whether we're going to reach that, but we've reached it quite comfortably, and the fact that I've made a little impact on that as much as other people on the channel, then it's brilliant for us. But in terms of a particular game, I'll never forget the Tottenham game just recently, especially the fact that it was the first time I've been at the new Spurs stadium, and then obviously the Leicester game as well. Me and Kyle went down there that night, and it was absolutely brilliant. I know I got a battered lip from Kyle, but the less said about that, the better. But every time I've been in an away game with Newcastle Fans TV, if I've gone down with you and came back with you, we've won. Obviously I've met you a few times after the game, like the likes of Arsenal and Wolves, etc. But if I've ever been to a game, we've always won. So I'll have to go to a few more games, and we might win a few more this season.
The next one.
Oh, now that a lot fit this question. Proudest moment, I think, has certainly been the radio show, presenting the first one. That was that was a really big one, because that sort of inspired my ambition, if you like. It's fueled the ambition to go to explore that area of journalism. And also, like journalism, my proudest moment was when I was writing for the website. That inspired me to take on the masters in doing sports journalism, and that was a big career change, because I did religious studies at undergrad level, and for a good last 2 years of that 3-year course, I didn't fancy myself having a career with using that degree. And then luckily writing for the website, and then just getting the cogs of interest going in my brain, that certainly wheeled them up and got me onto the path of journalism, and haven't looked back.
Ooh, I think it's how far we've come. Because even if I look back at 6 months ago, I look back at 12 months and 18 months and 24 months, there's so many highlights which could be just made for a video on its own. I think it's how far we've come, and I think we're now getting more credibility.
Lots of different answers, but what's everybody's favourite moment?
It's a tough one, that, really tough. Personally, one of my favourite moments was doing the interview with Redmen TV, because they're such a fantastic channel and probably one of the leading lights in terms of fan channels, and to get the chance to be part of their channel and they're being part of our channel was absolutely brilliant. And I actually did the interview on my birthday as well, so that was just an added bonus. But yeah, doing the interview with the Redmen was brilliant.
There's been a few while I've been on this channel. Tottenham away recently, that was a good day. All round, doing the vlog and everything like that. Man United at home, my first fan cam, which probably answered one of your next questions, as well as Leicester away on both occasions. I did a match day experience for the first time I went to Leicester, and the second time I jawed Johnny. I completely knocked him unconscious. He won't say otherwise, but when we scored, he kind of got a left hook like. But I'd say they're the proudest moments so far on the channel.
The radio show, that's one. I think there's so many. I think going to away days, going to New York to watch some MLS, sort of doing some vlogs. Yeah, but if I had to pick one of those, it would be the radio show. I really enjoy doing that, and it's my highlight of the week, basically.
There's a couple. I think when me and Rob were down London running around BT Sport, and then we sneakily asked them to get away early so we can go the other end of London and go on Sky Sports News. That's one of my favourite. New York is one of my favourite. The away days, I really like the away days. They're one of my favourite, because it's not just about the game, it's the whole day. If you come with us as a away game, it would just make you taken out of everybody and everyone that's in our vicinity as well. So those are my favourites.
Everyone's got their own favourite moments, but did you notice everybody said away days, special times? Now, coming off that, and we want to have a look at when did everybody first feel nervous? Because when you get in front of a camera, it can be nerve-wracking.
First ever radio show that I presented. Not the fact it's strange because you're absolutely fine. Even 5 minutes beforehand, you're absolutely fine. But when you get told you're going to be on in a minute, and you just want to get the first few words right. If you get the first few words right, then everything can just flow. And it was in a tiny little cupboard. It was absolutely boiling. It was pretty much the middle of summer because we had a really good Easter. And it was just absolutely brilliant as soon as you get going. And we had phone calls at the time. Hopefully we'll get them back one day. But it was the start of something brilliant, and hopefully that continues.
First time appearing on camera. It was completely by accident. I put a poll on my Facebook page. Should I go on fan cams? And 26 voted yes, and none voted no. So I got a unanimous vote to go on camera. And going on camera, the build-up, I had mad anxiety. And when I was on camera doing the Shane O'Mac celebration, dancing back and forth, but yeah, that was definitely my most nervous moment. Like,
okay, I remember feeling a tad nervous the first time I went on camera, but then you know what I'm going to say here, don't you? Sky Sports News, because we were there for a good few hours, 2.5 or so hours before we appeared on camera, and during that time, constantly in my head, I'm going through everything that I want to bring up, what I want to say, and then we sat down, we were in position, and then all of a sudden, that red light above the camera in front of us goes on, and that means that millions and millions of viewers are watching you right now, and all of a sudden in my head it goes whoosh. And so I went into that interview on Sky Sports News almost feeling like a blank canvas that urgently needed to be artified. So yeah, that was definitely the most nerve-wracking moment, with millions and millions watching us at once. But it was a great experience. I'd love to do it again though.
I was obviously nervous going live on TV, but now because I've done it a few times, that's not as much. But I would probably say when I first interviewed Hugo Viana, I was extremely nervous. It was the first big interview that we had on the channel, and it was over Skype, but I was so cautious and conscious of what I'm saying and was I saying the right thing. And to this day, I've got him in my phone book, and he's always said that if you ever need to come back on the channel, we can use him, which is great little compliment back to me.
Again, some nice memories, but everybody gets nervous on the channel at some point for something that they're not normally used to doing. Again, it comes with confidence. You can see now everybody on screen is so confident. But what is next though? What is next for Newcastle Fans TV?
I'd like to think we can get to 25,000 subscribers. I'm not going to put a time scale on that. Because I thought we'd get a 20,000 by December this year. So I'm just going to say the next challenge has got to be to get to 25,000 subscribers. In terms of across all our platforms, we're just over 50,000. It's got to try maybe aim for 60,000 if we can, because it won't take us long. The way we're improving our YouTube channel, the way that Facebook's booming, Twitter's getting there, Instagram's booming as well. So there's no reason why we can't get to 60,000 across all our platforms, but 25,000 is probably going to be the next one. But let's just take a step at a time.
25k subscribers.
I think just keep doing what we're doing. Like I say, we have been going things the right way, and that's what's been getting the numbers up. That's what's been getting the numbers up really quickly as well. And I guess the next landmark would be talking 25, 30. Etc. And it really means a lot to us, the numbers. It really does mean a lot to us that people are watching. We're getting ourselves out there, and because of that interest, we've been able to improve the channel, go to away days like we weren't able to do before. It's really good fun to be part of.
I think for me is to keep improving myself, but more for the team as well. Is I would like everything to be self-sufficient. So the Facebook page is running itself now, which is great. Maybe Twitter, maybe Instagram, and maybe YouTube as well. We brought a couple of people on board recently as well, which will help matters, and we might have some few changes in the future. Who knows? But to see the team develop a lot more is what I would like to see.
Interestingly, the three other lads talk about subscribers, and for me, how I would like to say Newcastle Fans TV is people watching the video, going away from it thinking that was good. So it's all about quality for me, whereas the rest of the lads are more driven and more focused on subscribers. Now, moving on to the final section of the documentary today, I want to know why everyone keeps doing it. Have they got the buzz? But what is it about it? Why do they keep doing videos?
Because I love what we do. Simple as that. You know, everyone's massively fanatic about Newcastle United, and you know, I'm no different. But I don't know. I think it's always something different to talk about. I think the fact that we've all made friendships, and you know, we all think that we know what we're talking about as well. It also helps. But no, I thoroughly enjoy what we do, because if you've got to have something away from like work life, student life as if you're at a university, like if you're at Sunderland Uni, for example, you know, you've got to try and get away from Sunderland as soon as possible. So so that's why I love doing it, because you know, Newcastle, I've got my season tickets, and you know, it's part of my routine now. It never used to be, but obviously after the game, I think, what am I going to say to Lee? What am I going to say to Kyle? What am I going to say to Paul? That's why I continue to do it, and I can't see myself leaving anytime soon.
It's more habit now. It's more of a hobby. I like the Facebook page. I've myself, Paul, and you, Lee, have driven that from zero, and we're now at 16,000 on that alone. But I do it every day because I love it. I don't do it for money. Don't do it for any perks or anything like that. We've came so far. We've got so far to go. But I suppose it's a little family, if you will, at Newcastle Fans TV, and we'll push each other to do more, we'll push each other to do better. And
the simple answer is because we love what we do. You know, my contribution to the channel, you know, I spend my time with people who love Newcastle, who are talking about Newcastle, just like me, and I absolutely love, you know, doing that. And there's a social aspect as well. You know, we off camera we have a good laugh. We have a good laugh and a joke. So there's a really nice social side to it, which I think, for me personally, it's really good to have, you know, those really good mates, and have really helped me out so much. You know, and ever since I became part of the channel, really. So yeah, and everything, writing, being part of videos for the channel, editing, it's all been really good fun. I absolutely love it, and you know, we never do it for money. No, we it's always voluntarily. You know, even if we reached a good 500,000 subscribers or into the millions of subscribers, I'd still be perfectly happy to do it voluntarily, because I just love what we do.
I've always wanted to express my opinions. Even when I was a kid, I used to jot down the lineups and attendance and subs and all that. I used to love doing that. But back then, the internet wasn't around in the mid to late 90s, and then it came about, and obviously YouTube's a platform. Obviously we've got articles going out on the website. We express ourselves on Twitter with the news, Instagram, Facebook. I think it's just bringing everybody the news and telling everybody what's happening, but also interacting, because remember, without the subscribers and the fans, we wouldn't have these numbers. And I think it's a massive thank you to everybody who's liked, disliked, and comment on a video, because that promotes it, but also sharing stuff on Facebook and interacting on Twitter. It's a fantastic thing to have, and it's got a little strong community, and hopefully that continues to grow.
So on behalf of Rob, Jonathan, Johnny, Will, Chris, Owen, myself, Paul and Kyle, a big massive thank you for supporting us for the last 3 years across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Thank you so much.